Hello everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting out war against the grey. Today's video we're going to talk getting started with Warhammer Age of Sigmar, and today we're taking a look at the Slaves to Darkness, and in particular, the host of the Everchosen sub-faction for the army. Now, in this video, we're going to talk about the rules for this particular sub-faction of the army, and then we'll take a look at a couple of units we recommend to get started with for the faction. We'll then take a look at some other units we recommend to expand upon that initial purchase before finally finishing off the video with a little sample army list of 1,000 points for you to use as some inspiration for starting your own host of the Everchosen army for the Slaves to Darkness in Warhammer Age of Sigmar. And so, the special rule we get is called Legions of Darkness. When a host of the Everchosen unit, that is a Chaos Chosen, Chaos Knights, Chaos Warriors, or Vanguard unit, receives the rally command, you can return one slain model to that unit for each 4+ rolled instead of on a 6. In addition, you can also pick an ensorcelled banner enhancement in addition to the regular one you can already pick for your army, so you get 2 ensorcelled banners rather than 1. Now, ensorcelled banners are a unique enhancement that you get in addition to your regular enhancements for the Slaves to Darkness, somewhat similar to the Holy Commands from the Stormcast Eternals. Now, the rally is just really good. Chaos Warriors, Vanguard, Chaos Knights, and Chaos Chosen are all really solid troops. Even your lowest of them, the Chaos Warrior, is still a 2 wound, 3+ save model that's costing 220 points for 10 models, so a really solid unit to be bringing back on a 4+. And the fact this just applies to your whole army-wide is amazing. And so, where to get started with for your Slaves to Darkness army? For me, I really like the Chaos Sorcerer Lord. I think this is an excellent start to the army. Now, the Chaos Sorcerer Lord is a fantastic buffing piece for the Slaves to Darkness army. First of all, it's going to provide you with the ability to put a 6+ ward on one of your units with its Oracular Visions ability. It's a 1 cast and 1 unbind wizard, and has some really nice abilities to work around with, and some really nice spells as well. But it's also got its own unique War Scroll spell that is amazing as well. Demonic Power, casting value of 6 and a range of 18. You pick a friendly mortal Slaves to Darkness unit wholly within range and visible to the caster, and you add 1 to their hit and wound rolls. So just a really, really good spell. Now, alongside this model, Chaos Warriors are the place to start. For me, 220 points will get you 10 models with 2 wounds each and a 3+ save. You get the champion in there for an extra attack on their already nice profile of 2 attacks. Now, they will be 3s or 4s to hit depending on which weapon you go with. Murderous weapons are 3s, while the ensorcelled halberds are 4s, but you do get the extra reach on the halberds. 3s to wound, Ren -1, damage 1 on both weapons. They've got a 5+ ward against mortal wounds, and they also add 1 to their attack characteristic while they're wholly within enemy territory, or wholly within 12 inch of an objective you do not control. Looking at other units to bring in, and Chaos Knights are another one of the units mentioned in our subfaction Allegiance ability. Now, Chaos Knights have 3 wounds apiece on a 3+ save, and they're slightly more expensive than your Chaos Warriors. Now, you do have some cool rules where, first of all, they've got their nice Cursed Lancers with 3 attacks at 4s, 3s, Ren 1, damage 1, though when they charge they get +1 to their Rend and damage, so there'd be Ren -2, damage 2 with those Cursed Lancers. You also have the Riders of Doom rule, where they can fight if they're within half an inch of another model already in the fight, so you can get 2 ranks of these models in the fight. And they've got the 5+ ward save against mortal wounds as well. What I really like for them to do, though, is combine with a Chaos Lord on Demonic Mount, or you could go the Karkadraki if you're looking for a few more points. But the Chaos Lord on Demonic Mount, he's got the Knights of Chaos rule, where the Strike First rule applies to the unit if it made a charge move in the same turn. In addition, if this unit made a charge move in the same turn after this unit has fought in the combat phase for the first time, you can pick a friendly Chaos Knight Chariot or Gorby's Chariot unit wholly within 12 inches of this unit that has not yet fought in that phase, and that unit can fight immediately. He's got the same Chaos Lance sort of profile that the others do, with the Ren -2, damage 2 on the charge, but he's 3s and 3s with 4 attacks. And he's got 8 wounds on a 3+ save. Now, alongside these models, we have the Vanguard. This is the elite of the elite for Chaos. They are absolutely amazing fighters. So you've got a variety of different weapons, but first of all, their baseline stat is 5 wounds with a 3+ save. The variety of different weapons you could have the ensorcelled weapons for 5 attacks at 3/3s, run 1, damage 2. Fell spears with a 2-inch reach instead of 1 like the other weapons with 3 attacks, 3/3s, rend 2, damage 2. Or the Demon Forge blades with 3 attacks at 3/3s, rend 2, damage D3. Now they all have a variety of different rules where you've got the Demon Bound Blade. If the unmodified hit roll for an attack with that weapon is a 6 and inflicts a mortal wound in addition to any other damage, the Impaling Charge allows you to get an extra point of rend and +1 to wound when you charge with the Fell Spears, so it'll be choose to wound and also getting an extra point of rend for rend 3. You've got Warp Steel Shields as well for the unit where they've got a 4-up ward save against mortal wounds, and the Relentless Killer ability allows them to, once per battle in the combat phase, after the unit's fought, they can choose to fight again, though if the unit can be fit to fight again for the second time if it is within 3 inches of enemy units. Now, lastly, we have the endless spells available to the Slaves to Darkness, which I really like. I think they've got some really interesting ones. So, first of all, you've got the Eightfold Doom Sigil, which allows you to actually kill models around it, and then it will give you extra attacks to a variety of different units. You've got the Darkfire Demon Rift, which is direct damage, mortal wounds, but it also does more mortal wounds if there's other endless spells around it. In the current state of the game, that's not too bad. And then you've got the Realmskir Rapture as well, where this is actually a predatory wall one, where it can move around, but also after it moves, it roll a d6 for all models passed by, and on a 2+, they'll take d3 mortal wounds and have their movement halved as well. And so here we have our sample army list for you. Now, we've gone host to the Everchosen, and we've got the grand strategy, no place for the weak. Killing our opponent's battle line should be not too hard with a pretty offensive list. Now, the Chaos Sorcerer Lord is going to be our general because we want that command trait, Arch Sorcerer. This allows us to know all the spells available in the Slaves to Darkness lore. We've got the Arcane Tome in there so we can cast an additional spell. I think this is just really important with a Chaos Sorcerer Lord or your main caster because you've got so many good spells and you've got such a good War Scroll spell as well. Mark of Chaos Undivided, and then we've actually got a universal spell on him called Levitate, which allows us to make a unit count as if it fly. What this is really cool is because you can pick that universal lord, then pick the artifact, and it will give you all your spells in addition. Now, we've then got a Chaos Lord on Demonic Mount with the Mark of Chaos Undivided as well for our second leader. Troops-wise, in battle line, we've got 2 units of 10 Chaos Warriors with the Halberds and Shields. I just like being able to fight in 2 ranks. And then one of the units has the Blasphemous Icon as its ensorcelled banner. This is really cool as it makes all enemy priests that do not have the Chaos keyword -1 to chant. 5 Chaos Knights in there with Mark of Chaos Undivided and the Dread banner from the ensorcelled banner, which allows them, anytime they roll on the Eye of the Gods table, to roll 2 times on it and pick the option that they want to take. We then have the Eightfold Doom Sigil providing some extra attacks for us. So an endless spell, we had a few points spare. I think it's a pretty decent endless spell. Everything wrapped up in a battle regiment for 1 drop. 1,000 points on the nose, 68 wounds, 1 drop as mentioned. If you've got some ideas on a host of the Everchosen army for your Slaves to Darkness, let us know down in the comments below. And so that is the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel and drop a comment letting us know what you enjoyed about the video down in the comments below. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our little community here at Sinful Gaming, you can do so by joining our Discord server down in the video's description. Also down in the video's description are the best ways to help support the channel. If you want to do so, you can go and buy some merch either at our Teespring store or from our Ko-fi account, or you can join Patreon or YouTube members. Our YouTube members, when we're on live streams, will get some cool little emojis that they can only use. Now, as a special thanks to all our Patreons and YouTube members, we'd like to give a shout out to them. So thank you to our Patreons, Christian Weir, Soren, Kenny Lower, Outer Shot First, Andrew Bowen, Nathan T, The Rising Ape, Pure Dynamic, Anthony B, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, Derek, Bloobs, Benjamin Suarez, and Red Martin. And a special thank you to our YouTube members as well, Green Roots Gaming, Kenton Young, Ronya, Lock Lorick, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Wolfric Nick, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, Revenar, Pink Nico Fire, Robin Mankiller, Monty's Tabletop Terrain, John Castle, Davis Wire, and James South. Lastly, a special thank you to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork for the channel you see here. That's it though. Thank you once again for watching. Stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the grey. Ciao for now.